Okay, so today is leg day, and I like to start off with squats. I feel like they're my weakest movement for legs, so I start off with them to have the most strength on them as possible. But before this, I'll actually do about a 10 to 15 minute stretch and 5 minutes of cardio just to get the blood flowing in the legs a bit. But then when I actually get to the rack, I'll just do no weight on the bar just to get the joints warmed up, just to get the feel of hitting depth in the squats. Again, like I said in the poll, I can't just go straight into heavy weight. I don't know how people do that. I have to warm up and get everything going, or it's just a lot of pain. This is my third and final warm-up set. You might notice that I'm only doing 4 reps for this weight, and that's because when I do my heavy weight, I'm only going to be doing 4x4. So what I like to do is, at least for the warm-up set I do right before I actually do my heavy weight, I like to do it in the same rep range and tempo as my working sets, just so I can get in the feel of what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the movement.
He uses fake weights.
So heading into my first set of my working sets, I'm going to be using 255 for 4x4. Last week I was doing 4x3s, so I felt like this week I should try and do 4x4s. And let me tell you, these whooped my butt. Like I said earlier in the video, I feel like squats are my weakest movement when it comes to my lower body. So I've been really trying to focus on them and trying to get the volume up, trying to get the weight up. And I feel like I'm making progress, but it has definitely been a lot slower than, say, my deadlift progress. But I'm going. They're beating me up, but I'm still trying to get through it. So now we're here at the last set of my working set, and let me tell you, by the time I got to the third rep, I wasn't sure if the weight was going to come back up. These absolutely killed me today. They killed my quads, they killed my cardiovascular. These 4 sets, these 4x4s really put me to the test. But you know what? That's what we're here for. What's the point of going to the gym if you're not going to push yourself? What's the point of going to the gym if you're not going to work harder than last time, train harder than last time? Shout out to Coach Greg Doucette. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what the gym's about, in my opinion, is going in there and pushing yourself and testing your limits. So now we're hopping into the lighter sets of the squats. I did 3x6 for these. Last week I did 3x5s. So you can see there's a bit of a pattern. I'm trying to just get the reps up on both the lights and the heavy. Because although I am trying to get stronger, that is like my main goal right now is strength. I still want to try and grow the legs, and I know you will grow by doing heavier weight and by doing, just strength training and stuff. But it's always good to get some volume in there too, some hypertrophy. So that's what I've been doing right here, is just adding on these sets to get that in. The same with doing leg presses later. I started adding those in just to get more hypertrophy going in the legs, so I can be walking around with absolute tree trunks for legs. What are you hitting today?
Huh?
What are you hitting today?
Upper body?
Upper body?
Yeah.
Everyone, this is Robert, the chicken. So now we're moving into some conventional deadlifts, starting off with a light warm-up at 135. And let me tell you, by the time I got to these, I was already dead. Like, I had only hit squats, but my quads and everything was just, I was so drained. Probably shouldn't have upped the reps on both of them in the same day. Maybe a bit too harder than last time, but you know what? That's what we're here for. So what I decided to do was only hit my heavy deads, which was the 3x5s at 315. I was originally going to do 3x8 with 225s after I hit the 315, but after I hit all these sets of 315, I was like, I still have to do lunges and leg extensions and leg curls, abs and cardio. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give my back a little break and only do 3 sets of deadlifts. And that'll be fine, because last week I went really heavy on deadlifts. I did 4 sets of 1 at 385, and I also did a bunch of volume work after that. I think I did 3 more sets of 8 with 225. So, you know, deadlifts, they kill your whole body. They're full body workouts, and your nervous system kind of gets fried after doing them, especially if you go really heavy. So it's sometimes a good idea to just chill on them. And now I'm hitting some no weight lunges. Usually I'll do 50 or 60 pounds with the straight bar on the back, but I was like, nah, not today. That ain't happening. When I tell you those squats killed me, they absolutely murdered me. So what I'm doing here is they had half the AstroTurf cut off. So what I decided to do was just down and back twice, and then I just repeated that again off screen for a total of 2 full down and backs. Now the leg press makes its appearance. I used to do leg press a lot, but I stopped for a while just to focus more on squats and deadlifts. But now that I'm really trying to grow my legs and, like I said earlier, get more hypertrophy, get more volume in the legs, I've decided to bring them back only for 3 sets of 12 reps. Try to keep them slow and controlled, not just throw the weight around and you know, not really work the muscle as much as I can. What I'm really looking at is just trying to get as much as I can out of only 3 sets, 12 reps. Just really focusing on the muscle and trying to focus more on time under tension. Now we got the leg curls, which have actually become one of my favorites to do during leg day. I really feel them in my hamstrings, especially the lying down ones. The sitting down, I don't really feel. And like, these are really the only 2 options that we have at this gym, are the lying down ones and the seated ones. So I opt on the lying down ones. What I'll do is I'll do 4 sets of 8 with heavy weight, and then 2 sets of 12 with slightly lighter. Again, I'm just trying to get that volume up. I'm just trying to get more work on the hamstrings. And because everything else I do in the gym for leg day is kind of a bit more quad centric, it's good to get a little more extra work on the hamstrings, I feel. So we have made it to the end of the leg day workout. If you've made it through the whole thing, I really appreciate it. And right here, I'm showing off my Athlete Phoenix gear that I recently picked up. I just became an ambassador for them. And in the description, I will have my link to the store where you can use code RichardKing for 15% off. And that is it for this video today. I'll catch you guys next time with a full push workout.